Good day and welcome to the June 2017 edition of the DNG News. We're here to tell you all about what happened over the past month, and we'll start with Old Dover Days. During the first week in May, the city of Dover hosts the best attended parade in the state. Thousands gather in our capital for a day of activities, and many wear colonial garb to commemorate our history. The day is kicked off by the parade, and this year our Adjutant General, Major General Carroll Timmons, brought along one airman, Tech Sergeant Doran Crockett, and one soldier, Private First Class Latia Williams, to be part of the festivities. Of course, the 287th Army Band was the featured band and well received on the reviewing stand by Governor John Carney and all those in attendance. Many ceremonies and activities in May rightfully center on Memorial Day observances, and you, the women and men of the Delaware National Guard, were on hand at more than a dozen events throughout the state. We appreciate your sense of duty and willingness to represent the Delaware National Guard in our communities. This month's ceremonies culminated with the Memorial Day observance at the Delaware Memorial Bridge. Our Joint Color Guard presented the colors, our band played the music, and our firing detail provided a solemn 21-gun salute before the playing of taps. This year, former Vice President Joe Biden attended the ceremony and spoke about Memorial Day and the loss of his son and our fellow Guardsman, Major Joseph R. Bo Biden. Bo passed away exactly 2 years ago on Memorial Day. Please take a look at this video by Sergeant Paul Thorson.
So many of you put yourselves in harm's way. So many of you faced other means of death. You are the people we most admire. You're the veterans of America. You're the most trusted among us, the most tested of all Americans, and collectively you represent generations of soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marine, and Coast Guardsmen who have served and sacrificed for every one of us here. You not only are the heart and soul, but you're the very spine of this nation. And I mean that. You're the spine of this nation. You have been and you continue to be. And as a nation, we pause today to thank the over 23 million surviving veterans who so bravely and faithfully protected our freedom, and who gave, and we have to give our thanks and respect for all you've done for us.
I mean, you just saw every service representative, active Guard and Reserve, all types of veteran organizations. It's the community, it's the military community and the family members coming together and to remember those who sacrificed. And the vital thing is remembering and supporting the Gold Star families. They really remember every day. You know, like I said, their day's Memorial Day every day.
I'm Sergeant Paul Thorson with the 101st Public Affairs Detachment, reporting from the Veterans Memorial Park in Newcastle, Delaware.
The spring means the kickoff of annual training season for many of our Army Guard units. Our aviators descended on Bethany Beach training site and conducted aerial training to include hoist operations. 72nd Troop Command Commander, Colonel John Trunzo, jumped right in to training with his troops and served as one of the victims who needed assistance. Land Component Commander, Brigadier General Mike Berry, traveled to Fort Indiantown Gap to visit Troop Command and Signal units who were on annual training. These troops practiced soldier skills, honed their occupational specialties in a field environment, and had a lot of fun doing so. Our 166 Security Forces Squadron also conducted annual training in May, but this year's training included a joint twist. Take a look at this story by Sergeant Paul Thorson.
On May 7, 2017, the Delaware Army National Guard's 238th Aviation Regiment loaded 40 airmen of the 166 Security Forces Squadron into 4 Blackhawks. The airmen are headed to McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey for their annual training. For many of these airmen who are normally accustomed to riding in C-130s, it was their first ride in a Black Hawk helicopter. I'm Sergeant Paul Thorson with the 101st Public Affairs Detachment, reporting from Newcastle, Delaware.
Congratulations are in order to the Air Guard's newest college graduates. On May 6th, we held a graduation ceremony to recognize 25 airmen from the 166 Airlift Wing for earning associate's degrees from the Community College of the Air Force. Congratulations on a job well done. May was a bittersweet month for Lieutenant Colonel Arnie Koljornsen of our Air National Guard. On May 31st, after 29 years and more than 5,300 flying hours, he flew his Finney flight in a C-130. Friends, family, and fellow airmen were on hand when he landed. And in keeping with tradition, our firefighters provided the ammunition so his wife and children would have a chance to hose him down. Congratulations on your Finney flight and best wishes in the future. Delaware's 31st Civil Support Team, or CST, hosted a joint training mission in Lewis and Rehoboth Beach. Delaware hosted CSTs from Maryland, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Virginia. Other agencies participating included Sussex County EMS, Hazmat, and Decon teams, along with instructors from Edgewood, Maryland's Chemical Biological course. The training was designed to enhance all-hazard CBRNE support to local and state civil authorities. The Delaware National Guard has some of the best airmen and soldiers in the world, but we also have some of the best civilian support as well, and it doesn't go unrecognized. In May, Ms. Kirsten Fitzgerald was recognized as the Administrative Professional of the Year by the Central Delaware Chamber of Commerce. If any of you have ever interacted with our command staff or read an all-DE mail, it was likely a result of Kirsten's assistance. She has been a big part of the Delaware National Guard for decades, and this recognition was appropriate as she plans to retire this coming November. Congratulations, Kirsten. You make us all proud. Well, we're all out of time for this month, but be sure to check back with us next month and we'll tell you all about our participation at the NASCAR race at the Monster Mile, a unique effort to save pollinators, more air and Army training events, and a new tradition we started to recognize high school seniors who choose military service after high school, DNG Signing Day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.